How much time do you spend on the PRX stuff? Honestly, like I have to keep being honest. I haven't done very much work with them for Toronto at all. They were very busy at different tournaments, and then they took a little bit of a break, and then they flew to Toronto, I believe, and I did like a couple of days, so I really haven't had much impact for Toronto. So every time they win games, I don't think that I was like heavily involved. Obviously today I watched back I watched back that game yesterday, and like gave them some notes and stuff. It's very different than Fnatic, where like in Fnatic I would be the person noticing the problems, and I'd really try and make sure we solve these problems together. Whereas in this situation, it's not really my responsibility to like, go in and make it all like how I see the game. You know what I mean? It's like these are my suggestions and my recommendations. If I keep seeing the same things coming up and they're not fixing them, then I might keep like being like, well, why are we not doing this? But ultimately, it's kind of not really my place to kind of overstep, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't be able to take full credit for like the success, but I could be like, look, like clearly something was working, and like I'm sure they would like vouch that I'm not an idiot. Yeah. So it was like I like PRX too. To me it was almost like I've learned probably more. I probably learned more than they did, to be honest with you. Like obviously like not really like so much like macro-y kind of high level macro-y things that like I'm really interested in, like, but like overall the way they work, I probably learned some things and kind of figured out like, because obviously I've never worked with a different team before, so I don't know how it works. Yeah, that was not my comp. That's not a mini comp. When they told me they're running the comp though, I didn't like, I think the way I gotta see it though is that like, I have the comps that I want to play, right? Like the mini comps. But like, there's no point of thinking in terms of the comps I play because they don't play my style of Valorant. So it's like, there's no point of playing these comps. There are some comps where like I get into their headspace where like I try and think like, well, what makes sense for them, and like the comp that they played I think makes a lot of sense for them, to be honest with you. I think in terms of like there maybe is like one or two things you could do differently, but like genuinely I think it's pretty close to optimal for PRX, if that makes sense.